Today, I'm going to talk about 5 reasons why your Algorand price prediction is wrong. We've got an interesting show today. I thought this would be a really good idea to recap a number of things that are happening in the Algorand ecosystem that I don't think it gets enough credit for, especially in the broader crypto community. So we're going to go through 5 things are the reason why I think people are undervaluing Algorand, and hence the title. By the way, if you guys like my videos, you like the stuff I do, please hit that like and subscribe button. Now remember, you don't have to smash it. You can actually just press it gently. It works just fine that way too. And as always, we are brought to you by non-fungible domains. Guys, if you want a .algo address just like me, frugalbc.algo, you can go right to non-fungible domains. They got vaults, segments, all kinds of really great features, and it's a really useful tool to have when you're in the Algorand community. So check that out in the description below, non-fungible domains. We are also brought to you by Marcus Aurelius, a meme coin and NFT project on the Algorand blockchain. I've been getting little hints about some physical products I've been seeing, so it's really cool stuff. These guys are spreading the message of stoicism, using the blockchain, using memes. I love it because stoicism has been a big part of my life and really helped me through some tough times, I'll tell you what. So go check those guys out. Both great founders. That's one of the reasons why I bring people on to be a sponsor. It's kind of an important thing for me. So check those guys out. Give them some love in the description below. Also, we have channel memberships for only $1. You can get exclusive videos that no one else gets. Plus, most of our regular recorded videos you get before anyone else. So check that out on the main page. But let's get to this. Video because we're going to talk about 5 reasons why your Algorand price prediction is wrong. Another way to put that is why I think people are undervaluing Algorand for the long term. So let's start with number 1, Algorand node rewards. And I want to show you guys something. So this is these are the number of nodes that have increased. This is how much it has increased since Algorand added staking rewards. And we're going to talk about what that means. Right now, it was at a high of 58.22 down to 57.45. But important thing is look how low it was even in October, around 1269, and is actually even lower at around 100 some. Now, you might ask, why is that the case? Well, because Algorand added incentives to running a node. The reason why people weren't running a node before is because there was really no incentive to do so. The Algorand Foundation was relying on the goodwill of people to run a node for really no good reason because you weren't getting anything. And some people did, but it was a pretty small number. And once you add incentives, far more people are starting to run them. As we can see, Algorand has been number 2. It actually overtook Ethereum in number of nodes. So for a little bit, mostly that was because of a big dip in ETH nodes. Currently still at number 2 for all blockchains in number of nodes. I think that's pretty impressive. And we got more on that coming up too, by the way. Now there's a number of ways to participate because you do need 30,000 algo to participate in a node. So that is right now that's still about $10,000, or actually probably less than that. Probably like 6,000-7,000 now. I'd have to do the math since Algorand's around 19 cents right now. Probably closer to 6,000, I would say, which is still a lot of money for people. But running a node is actually really cheap. On the other end, just buying a little mini PC was more than enough to get you where you need to go on that. Some people really like the Mac Mini. That's about $600, but you can get one of these $200 PCs on Amazon and it works just fine. So people have been having a lot of success with node running. The percentage is about 6.8% is kind of the consensus I'm seeing, generally speaking. And then now the cool thing is the Algorand Foundation is pulling out their stake periodically, and that means you have a better chance of winning nodes. Now, they weren't taking profits, just to be clear. They weren't taking any fees, and they are incentivizing fees. So that won't be as lucrative in the future. There's also a number of ways you can participate with liquid staking options. I've highlighted some of those on other videos. Ready pools are probably one of the more simpler ones where you don't have to run your own node, but you're also not doing some of the complicated stuff. So plenty of ways to participate, but this is one of the reasons why I think people are undervaluing Algorand. Now, another one I want to talk about is peer-to-peer gossip. And I don't think this one has gotten a lot of play recently because right now the foundation, besides consensus nodes, also has relay nodes. And this has been one of the core criticisms of the chain, that it's not decentralized because it relies on these relay nodes that are run by the foundation, or at least organized by them. I don't know the details on that, to be fair. But to get around that, they're adding a peer-to-peer gossip network, which will replace these relay nodes and further make the chain more decentralized. And I think when we talk about decentralization, by the way, I don't think it's very helpful to talk in terms of, I think it's a spectrum. It's not an either or. I think it's a spectrum. And so you're always trying to move further along the spectrum of towards decentralization. But I don't know if you ever fully get there. I mean, you can make that argument on a lot of coins that they're not decentralized for various reasons. I think it's a matter of perspective and a matter of spectrum versus, either or. So now this next one I want to talk about is that Algorand is leading the way in real world assets. So it continually amazes me to see Algorand left off of coins. When you have these coin lists for real world assets, I won't see Algorand on it, and it's just blows me away. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, 70% of Mexican Airlines tickets are minted on Algorand. 70%. That's through TravelX, which now has 4 airplanes and probably airlines, and will probably have more in the future, which is putting an enormous number of transactions on the Algorand blockchain and actually serving a real purpose. This is the kind of stuff that when we talked about crypto, the excitement behind crypto was always, it's gonna like solve these real world problems. And this stuff is happening. The frustration I get is that so many of these things are ignored and people focus on pump.fun and all the meme coin stuff that's going on. And meme coins are fun. They're fine. They have their place. I just think they're like overrepresented in the market and also in what people are talking about when a lot of this stuff is happening on Algorand and it's just not getting the attention it deserves, frankly. Another great example of that is Lofty AI, which is a real estate platform built on Algorand. That's a really cool thing. There's a new platform that's using Algorand to mint transactions on this network of solar panels. So in Italy you can buy solar panel timeshare, basically is kind of how it works, and that's being built on Algorand. It's doing all these like really interesting behind the scenes kind of stuff, and I don't think it gets enough credit. Asad Pay is another great example, actually. In Afghanistan, 30% of electricity bills are paid through Asad Pay, which is built on Algorand. And then you have the MasterCard Para partnership, which is, you don't get more RWA than that. That's a real world example. You'll be able to take your Para wallet, have USDC loaded on it, and just go pay through a MasterCard terminal wherever MasterCard is accepted, which is, pretty much everywhere. You don't really run into businesses that don't take MasterCard unless they just don't take credit card at all for whatever reason. So that's going to be huge. Definitely one of the biggest selling point for Algorand is that it's leading the way in real world asset and real world adoption. And I want to see more of that. I want to see Algorand get shouted out for that. And the last and final point, but then I got a bonus for you, so stick around for the bonus, but it's also made in the USA. Now, there's some contention around this, what actually counts as a made in the USA token. We could debate that, but generally speaking, for the metrics that tend to be accepted, Algorand, based in the USA, the foundation is based in Boston, I believe. In fact, I think AJ and BitBoy made a video where they went to the actual headquarters, which was pretty interesting. Apparently no one was home. The Trump White House has signaled that it wants to promote made in the USA cryptocurrencies. It's pretty likely that Algorand will be considered in that. So that's one reason why I think your Algorand price prediction is wrong and you may be undervaluing Algorand. Now the bonus I want to talk about, it's actually from Crypto India. There's numerous sources for this. Breaking President of FIFA pitches idea of launching FIFA coin in the White House Crypto Summit. Now that was breaking when it happened. This is almost 2 weeks ago now. Trump said that coin may be worth more than FIFA in the end. I remember seeing that. What does that have to do with Algorand? Well, the FIFA NFT, speaking of real world assets, is that real world? Maybe not. But speaking of Algorand adoption, FIFA mints all of its NFTs on Algorand. So if it was going to look for a partner to launch a coin with, it seemed like Algorand would probably be the best option. So since its NFTs are already minted on there. Now I've seen people say HBAR, and I love HBAR. I love Hedera, and it's not out of the realm of possibilities. I just think it's probably the most likely. The most likely scenario is that with FIFA already partnered with Algorand, already minting its NFTs on Algorand, it would kind of make sense to put their coin on there too, no? So that's my thoughts on that. So, a lot of people say, well, the price is, not doing so great. Why do you keep sticking with Algorand? And I've told many people this, that I think Algorand just is doing the important stuff in crypto. I think it's the real utility coin. I focus on utility coins on this channel because I think we need to get away from meme coins and go toward stuff that's actually doing real world value. Like I said, I don't hate meme coins. like some people do. I used to, and I've kind of made my peace with them. I think retail likes them. They're fun. I don't think you should put your net worth in them or even a significant amount. You can play around with them a little bit. But I really think utility coins are where it's at in crypto. And I want the broader public to think of utility coins and not meme coins and all these scams that happen on. I want people to think of blockchains like Algorand, like XRP, like Hedera, coins that are offering real utility. Especially Algorand to me is the best, because when I use products on Algorand and when I use dApps on Algorand, they just tend to work really well. And that might sound funny, but that's actually kind of rare in the crypto world. It's amazing how many of these crypto dApps they just have really bad UI, and like some of them, they just simply don't function. And it can be really, really frustrating. So my whole goal here, you know, I always say I'm bringing you the truth in crypto. Well, that's what I mean. You know what I mean? So anyway, thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you got something out of this. What is your price prediction for Algo? Let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, I'm Frugal BC, and I will see you in the future.